Hey everybody, this is Tony J, and this is episode 4 of the Sallen Family. In the last episode, the twin boys grow into children, and Elise and Gemini have a birthday party and grow into young adults, and Sapphire and Vanity go home after the party, and the evil, stupid fireplace starts another fire. For this episode, I made it where you all can vote on what happens next, and the results came back that Sapphire should help Vanity. I was so happy because Vanity is my favorite sim. So when I turned on my game, I was all geeked until I selected Sapphire and told her to move, and she just stood there. I tried it again to let Sapphire extinguish Vanity, and she didn't move. So now I'm like, okay, something isn't right here. Sapphire is not on fire, she's just standing on top of it. Samuel and Sam come in and they see the fire and blurt out these horrible screams. It was like the scream of death, and it scared me a little bit. I've never heard a child scream on The Sims 3, so maybe that was it too. Then Annalise comes in from upstairs. I don't know how all of the other Sims got into their rooms and were sleeping, but I'll just let it go. So she came downstairs in her underwear, and she was probably awakened from her brother's screams. She stands there in shock as she sees this huge burst of flames go over her mom. Trisha and Gemini come downstairs, and I tell them to start extinguishing the fire. I have Sam call the firefighters when all of a sudden the fire grew bigger, and not only was Vanity on fire, but now Sapphire was engulfed in flames, and Annalise was on fire too. Sapphire still wasn't moving. Trisha and Gemini were fighting the fire on their own, and the twin boys were horrified as they watched their aunt, sister, and mother burning in front of their eyes. At the corner of the screen, I see 3 people on the porch watching everything. I thought that was just random. Then the saddest thing happened. The camera shifted and zoomed in on Vanity. I already knew what was happening. I clicked on her, and in her queue, it said expire. When she died, I said to myself, okay, my favorite sim just died. I am not losing anybody else. I had both of the twin boys call the fire department again because the fire department did not come yet. They already lost their aunt, and they will not lose their sister and their mother. Then I realized Fairy wasn't there. She was in the middle of an investigation, so I made her stop to come help with the fire. Sapphire still wasn't moving, so I assumed it was a glitch. I was very angry with her, and I decided that Trisha and Gemini should focus more on putting Annalise out, because I'm starting to think that she caused the fire. Fairy finally gets home, and she puts the whole fire out in 10 minutes, in sim time. When the fire was cleared, the 3 people on the porch were crying. Everyone stopped and went upstairs, not realizing that Vanity's ashes were on the floor and Sapphire was still standing there on fire. The next day, Saturday at 6:40 a.m., a firefighter finally arrives and says, "That was a close call, good job, be careful next time." Of course I was upset. At 7 o'clock, the Grim Reaper finally came and swiped up Vanity. All of Vanity's belongings were given to Trisha. After all of this happening, Sapphire was still standing there, so I knew for sure that it was a glitch. So I do what I always do when this type of stuff happens. I go to Edit Town, rotate the house, then play the family. When I went back to the family, something didn't seem right. I did a head count, and I see that there were only 6 Sims standing outside. I saw that Sapphire's portrait was still there, but I couldn't see her. So I did the process again. This time her portrait square was there, but her picture wasn't. She had jobs to perform, and I clicked for her to do them, hoping that she would pop up. So I saved the game and I restarted it. I didn't know what to do, so that's when I made that video on disappearing portraits in the Sims game and how to fix it. I waited a day to play it, and the portraits came back, so I don't know what happened with that. When they did, Sapphire's picture was gone. Nobody in the Sallen family had a memory of her dying or anything. She was still alive, because when I looked at the relationships, her picture wasn't gray. Sapphire is completely missing, and everybody is crying over Vanity. I decided to build a house next door to them, so when they move, hopefully Sapphire will pop up again. Her picture still shows up in the main menu, so I know she's there. She's just invisible to me right now. When they moved into the house, Sapphire still wasn't there. So now I lost 2 Sims from the Sallen family. I was really upset about Vanity dying, and I thought about using my backup file to hopefully try to save her, but I don't want to go through that pain again. Next time on the Sallen Family, the family adjusts to their new house and Elise tries to lose weight and joins the medical career. It's Trisha's birthday, and Gemini follows in her aunt's footsteps to becoming a star, and Sapphire may be found. I'll see you later, guys. Degg Degg!